All right, welcome to Ducky's place. We're over in we're gonna be over in Founders a lot for many of these visits, and this is actually pretty special. So I'm going to actually mention three houses that are all next to each other, but we're gonna start with this one. We're gonna start here, and as you can see, what do we have? We have a crashed plane, basically, which is kind of macabre, but you know, hey, I'll take it. It's a cool concept though. But we have the clear shaping in mind. We have like little bits of what is it, a gazebo to kind of like make the nose of the plane, little cockpit windows, some effects to like show that, oh yeah, it crashed into like this little foresty area, you know, and then the rest is kind of kit bashed together to create the sense of like, you know, propellers and what have you. And then of course, like, you know, we're missing like a good chunk of the plane, which is crazy because, let's see, where is it? Back there is the other half. So here's the shot. It's pretty crazy. So there's the other part of the plane right back there. That's actually one of the other houses to create this whole effect of, okay, like it's a great tragedy and so on and so forth. And then more debris is like right here, and it crashed into like that house factory sort of thing. So I thought this is a really, really cool concept and something that, you know, if people happen to collaborate and create like this multi-house effect, it can be pretty effective. So like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Here's like the back half complete with like the tail fin and what have you. Multiples of these, got the drain eye watering thing. And then again, you have like the skin lined up with trellises, debris and everything. It's pretty sick. Yeah, very, very unique concept that they set up. And then, like I said, there's like just a big chunk of debris that happened to fall here. Like this house is like, you know, just a house. Okay, it's not just a house, but you have like more debris there. So really, really neat concept. Love it. As for the theme and inside, I don't freaking know. We're going to find out in just a bit. But yes, very, very neat. Very, very cool collaboration. And, you know, it's one of those things that's possible when you have a community that can team up for something like this. So I'm sure it's a bit of like wrangling to like find people who like agree to do this sort of build and all that. But let's see what happens when we go inside. So we're actually, so in this case, we're actually inside of the plane. This might actually be most of it. So in we go, and we have like this, oh, actually, so everything's still actively going. You have your overhead compartments that are like blasted in. Stuff is like flying out. So you have your little oxygen masks that were brought down and everything. Seats, of course, are in full disarray, and let's kind of go down the aisle here. Well, no wonder it's in disarray. They're just chairs. Gosh. Like they didn't nail anything down or nothing. Okay, that's kind of cool too. You have like the windows that go outside, and check it out. You have the whole concept of being able to see like outside the plane. That's sick. And so I presume we're going to see kind of the same thing here too. You know, you have like the debris and everything. Okay, there's a house, there's stuff there, but it's okay. There's the, oh, here's like the emergency exit, right? Can we like leave? No, there is no escape. Oh yeah, there is. Okay, we see, so we can't leave, but we'll go out there like later. Let's keep exploring this whole concept. Yeah, that's crazy. So like they closed off the overhead compartments with like some tables, did some shaping and whatnot. That's neat, dude. That's really, really neat. Yeah, like, so, yeah, a whole lot went into so like notice here, like we have like the awkward shaping, you know, to give us that dilapidated feel of, okay, we're in like the ruins, we're in the wreckage of this plane. But that's a lot of work too, when you think about it, because you got to take all these things and, you know, angle everything to the same, to the relatively like same degree and orientation. That's a lot of attention and detail that goes into that. and I'm guessing that we're gonna get to the cockpit up front. Oh yeah, this is neat, dude. That's so cool. Things are just kind of patched together too. You can see, like, you know, you have the beams and everything, but also just like, hey, it's a coffin. I mean, it's a close-up space, but you know, with the whole, again, the whole jank look of this ruined plane, you know, we can get away with that. So right through the shroud is not the cockpit. We just kind of go into, actually, no. It is still kind of like the thing. So here's like the lavatory. Here's your tight little space, right? With the toilet. That's just trash. Oh, why did I step on that, dude? So, but you have all the necessary stuff for like the little lavatory, including like the little tiny sink and everything. Really cool. And that door is so busted. Okay, so now let's go this way and see how this. Oh, okay. So here's the cockpit, or the bridge, or whatever. All right, and then up here we get in. So here's the pilots are gone. They left. Is this foul play? Dun dun dun. I see no bloodstains. I see, you know, nothing like that. They all just left. So maybe like this, maybe they had managed a soft landing, and then they escaped, and now it's like lost or something like that. Never watched the show, but you know, whatever. Really cool window magic here though, because here you have like here you have the end, and then if you recall outside, you had like the windows and everything. So it's not like a perfect match. I don't know how you do that. But then the nose of the plane, that was using a gazebo. So you have like this whole pointed kind of look too. And that works out, you know. So I'm very convinced that, you know, this is the inside of the plane, and it's a cool concept that they have here too. Check out the console. So you have like your big old dragon-looking table, whole bunch of Mechagon stuff, along with the dwarven post right there, wheels and levers and gauges and stuff. That's sick. That's hecka cool, dude. I mean, it's a lot, because, you know, you come down here, we're kind of like breaking ourselves out of the immersion here, but you go down here and you notice like how you see all this shaping. Each and every piece is like just very delicately put down and put at that, you know, just at the right angle to make that work. That's cool. That's so cool. And then now, sorry, we're gonna kind of like oh, I think we're going out. Are we outside? No, we're not outside. But then here's like, well, here's the quote outside of the plane. Yeah, so here's like the ruins of the plane, and now we're kind of like outside, and like here's a house that we, I guess they crashed into. Oh, jeez. So I'm gonna backtrack though, because there was another way out of here. Yeah, I want to take a look back and find that other entrance or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna go through here. Yeah, I want to see what's through this emergency exit thing. So here we go, and then this takes us inside here. Okay, so we'll start here, and then I'll know that I made the loop as soon as we get to the front of the plane again. All right, so here we are inside a place that we just kind of crashed into. And what do we have? So now we're in a place, all right? We're in a house. We're in a heck of a winery, or a wine bar. There we go. Because what do we have? A lot of cider, maybe apple cider or whatnot. No, it's nope, definitely wine. Oh yeah, haven't seen too many of the of this decor yet, because it's pretty expensive. But seeing it here now, of course, it's going to be in like a community like this. But yeah, really cool concept that they have here with like the waterfall, with the waterfalls coming down. I know, I'm sure that the shaping, like preferably they want it all to go in the same direction, or this is like super magic stuff. But let's just go with the fact that, you know, they intend to have it all go down in the same direction. But really cool concept for like a wine bar kind of spot. That's like half rock, but then they like built more that's into it. I don't think that has anything to do with like the plane crash or anything like that. Very cool. But what else is going on in this place that we crashed into? Like, what kind of place is this? So we come up and, ooh, wow. Okay, this is a very cool kitchen setup that we have here. So kitchen setup here, you go downstairs into the wine bar, and you have some signage there, some branding. Very cool. Let's kind of pan back a little bit and kind of soak all this in. Like, this is a crazy floor layout. You know, because we come in, here's like some walls that they just like lowered in here to make it work. You know, this little pit with a very grand booth. A lot of folks can like hang out, chill. Really like this idea of using the Pandoran shelf as like a hanging piece. That's neat. Because I think what they did too, they went merp. They merped some of it into the wall, so it's not like as intrusive, and now they have like this cool place to just have like decorative stuff. So it's not like it's not this thing for like utility, right? It's just a thing that they wanted to have for like pretty stuff, like, oh, check it out, you're a cool statue and all that. You know, so you sit and hang out. Okay, it's very dangerous seating. So like here is a place where it looks like we can actually sit. Then you have these cushions up top here. Part of me was thinking at first glance, I was like, okay, I'm going to sit right here. I'm like, no, wait, no, I'm going to get stabbed by the bench. That's not going to work. But no, the seating is right here, and the cushions, it's just for decorative stuff. Now back at this kind of like bar kitchen area, or this is more like a big pantry slash wash place. Wash place, there we go. You have your overhead compartments, simple shelves. You know, they make the effect work really well. I mean, what I like too is how not everything is like, there's like different pieces being used. So it's like, okay, back here we got a trellis. It's colored. It's against the wall. Cool. Here we have a table. It's been flipped, also pushed against the wall. It's like different stuff. It's not like this clean pattern. So it has that sort of like cluttered look to it. But I just like how it's got a lot of personality into it. And I love coffee, so that's always a plus one. Panning over, nice little stove setup, complete with venting up top. I usually don't see the. Usually I'll see folks, they'll like flip the dude upside down and then let like the smoke and whatnot get caught up there, but they just left the venting there. That works fine too. A bucket of goulash. I like that, because this is a bucket that's right there, and they just threw the goulash in there just to be like, oh, you know, let me skin this, or let me make it easier to hold because it's like super fresh, or something like that. I'm curious where the light. I guess the light's coming from here. Part of me was thinking, oh, is there like some overhead light going on? But then it's like they purposely put like some lights right back there. You can kind of see a flame over there. Why is it dark? They might have, I don't know if they set the lighting. I don't think they did. I think this is the normal lighting. Yeah. And then we look outside. And I like the whole weather effect that's happening here, because you have the void particles going in like the one direction over there. It has it's like this arcane snow, rain kind of thing, which actually sounds really deadly, but oh well. But check out the dressing that's up here. Like it's fairly, quote, simple stuff. Nets, curved tables, big beams to act as pillars. It's effective. You know, it doesn't need to be like super fancy, because there's all sorts of like other detail and other work that's going into. Remember, we're still in the first plate, in the first house. Straight up wall to use as the backboard for like this the rest of this table setup. Cool stools, bar stools, that is. Looks very functional. Oh, and then like some greens that are hanging up there too. Yeah, lots of details. I mean, like we're walking on freaking walls, going up platforms, beam, secret shelf, into a dry pantry. So maybe it's not meant to be a secret shelf. They just want to have like, dude, there's only so many doors that we have. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it'd be cool to have like this giant, like, this giant door swinging into your face and all that. That's a bit too intrusive. So in this case, like the sliding shelf works out just fine. I mean, when you close it, then it's like, oh, look, books. But oh well, no big deal. Yeah, cool pantry. And now we'll continue to go backwards. Right under this, oh, very, very simple dressing of beams and the curved table up there. So now let's go to this space here. In this room, okay, we kind of have like a second bar area. This is like VIP bar stuff because it's like here's all the unsafe stuff, so only staff with the key can get access to that. But otherwise, this is like another drink bar, not exactly the wine bar that we had first kind of crashed into. But this is more like feels like more of an open bar. We got some, like I said, this is like some top shelf stuff that's only like the truly elite can get into. But keep in mind, a plane just crashed through here, so if I really want to, I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna hook myself up with some fire water and some anima juice. Num num num. Go to the bar stools again, and then yeah, we have like this double level, two level thing, and it's all thanks to this being a vaulted ceiling over here. So that's going to take us back out. So at least that lets us glance back outside. So we sit. So Jeffrey, how's the tea? Oh, darling Jerica, it's wonderful. Is it a little musky outside? Yes, there's a terrible, terrible smell out. It's the bird. Close the windows. Never mind the whole craziness and chaos that's going on out there. They got other things to worry about here. God. Then what other details do we have here? So notice again, we have like the shelves that are like slightly pushed in to make room, or to just kind of limit room so they can just add like little bits of decor in there. Cool alternate dressing on the doors once again. Notice how have like the little bit of the table like peeking out and all that, but the presentation of like this right here, very cool. And like here's like that's the exit. We'll go out there in a bit. But now I want to do this climb. This little bit of a climb here. Notice how we're like, again, they're using like the walls to set up. And then up here we have like this kind of library spot. A little bit quieter. Like, yo, close the window. The smell's getting up here. Can't have that. Never mind the true danger that's out. Oh, I just noticed the illicit table that's there that's addressing the top. That's cool. I just noticed it. It should be easier to notice because it's freaking huge. But and what's crazy is I think that's the normal size. It might have been sized up a bit, but not by much. It's a very, very large table. It's illicit. It's offensively large. Okay, so let me double check if there are other. Yeah, so there's another room here. I'm gonna go this way first, because that's definitely like gonna be a dead end over there. So here there's a place for Puppy, and ooh. We're entering like a bathhouse sort of spot. Damn, dude. So many cool ideas in this one spot. So we climb up a bunch of these benches here. Oh, it's just this really cool bedroom too. Wow. This is quite opulent. This has that whole like, this is a rich man that lives in this spot, dude. That's cool. You got a waterfall wall. You got a water wall. That's sick, dude. That's a cool concept. Neat. But, at the same time, we're going to sleep with Reptar and hang here. Real cool concept, though. I dig that a lot. I'm trying to look here. So like, notice like a couple things here. So I think this, okay, something here is tilted. I think that's the actual just wall trim. Yeah, that's the wall trim. So I was almost going to be like, wow, look at that detail. No, that's just the wall trim. But I do like this though. This whole concept of like, okay, we do the rise up, you come down. I mean, why are we doing this? I don't know. It just looks cool though. It just looks really cool. So I sit down and I'm just like staring at the walls here. Oh man. Still so cool though. So we come down now and into this dressing room. Wow. Okay, dude, this is like a little apartment kind of spot too. Is this? Oh, this is the other side of the thing. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hold up. So, crossover, buddy, and then there's the other side of it. Oh, what a good use of space. What a cool use of space. I gotta make sure I remember to do like some screenshots and whatnot here, but no, I really like what they did with this. Really neat. I love how the lightning bounces off. I mean, it's stupendously dangerous. Like everyone here is dead because there's like no oxygen in here, but it's magic, so whatever. Really dig this too, though. This kind of changing station. You know, they took the mirror, they kind of plopped that thing in. They left the trim in. You know, they could have hidden it. You know, just make it bigger. But I guess they wanted to keep like the color in here, and I think this works out good. Great, even. Yeah, huge shelves. It's like we're gonna sit down. All right, time to pretty myself up. Grab the wine, fill it up, drink. Oh baby, ooh, I look fantastic. All right, we're good to go. Never mind the rest of the stuff. We're fine, baby. Oh, and here's the proper bath stuff. So once again, we have like a similar kind of vanity look to it. This one has like a little bit of like you know, we have some stuff under for like storage and shelving and all that. Here we go with the shower. We hop into here first, get our stuff, get ourselves rinsed off and all that. Then it's time for a dip. Boop. Little elevation there, very cute. And check out the loo on this one. Oh my god, they got some plumbing problems over here. Wait, can I sit? Hold up. I can't sit on the toilet. All right, it's all good. Then we go cross-legged on this loo. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. You straight up just. Okay, that's crazy because you're gonna just kind of sit in the whole thing, and then you doo-doo, and then you're sitting in the doo-doo water. Damn, man. You know what? Try it once, I guess. You know. Oh no, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. All right, we're gonna backtrack a little bit. We'll go to this spot next, and then we'll finally round things out by returning to the plane. Like a bidet, but you're sitting in it. All right, so this takes us outside and to the dock, looks like. So we're on an island. What kind of island? Actually, no. I think this is supposed to be a perspective shot. Okay, so there's the plane again, which I think I think the intent here is they want to make this whole connection where like there's the plane and then we go here, right? And then we see more of the plane, I guess. And then there's more of it up front. Okay, so sorry, I'm gonna backtrack again to like this spot here. So I kind of feel like I shouldn't be able to proceed past here, and then I'll get like the perspective shot. So like here's like the plane again from the outside. Looks great, love it. And then we have like over here, you know, there's like the view of like the dock, and then there's like what looks like a bridge. This feels like a bridge that that we would otherwise go across. Cool, because yeah, we have the cool effect of like, okay, here's like some water, there's like another like piece of land or maybe an island or something like that. So if we pan back and look at it like this, we have what is a giant dock, but further in the distance, you know, we kind of have that perspective shot over there. I'll take that. Yeah. And then otherwise back here, you get the plane and like some other dressing to give us, you know, a bit more outdoor environment, a bit of an illusion builder. Yeah, I feel like I should be restricted to like, you know, some limited views, but I love what they're trying to do here. Sorry, I'm like trying jog back now. All right, so we're back here again. I just noticed the war chief chair up there. That just happens to be like sitting up at that spot. And then we'll finally jump out here and return to the plane. So here is that. So here's, okay, it's not even the entrance of the place. Like there's a mailbox and all that, but then we jump through a window. The entrance was actually like right up front there. What we have here is just like, again, like the ruins of the plane. What happened here? Let me double check if there's anything else, if there are any other spots to explore that I might have missed. I think we got everything though. So I think we're good. Let me double check one more time though. Back to the cabin. See if we're good. Yeah, awesome spots. Whew, this is some high level stuff already, dude.